This is the custom paving mini workflow. So if you look closely at our paving area here, you'll notice this highly irregular pattern with unusual sort of naturalistic type paver shapes in here that we haven't seen with any of our other standard paving patterns available with the paving tools. And that's because we're using the custom paving pattern tool. And this allows us to insert in a fully customized or manually drawn pattern as closed curves, and each closed curve will transform into an individual paver with the spacing in between those closed curves just being the seam spacing that we're generating. So if we toggle on the layer custom pattern, we can see the pattern that we're using that's underlying and trimming that pattern that's overlaid on our site to the actual paving area that we have here. Now you'll notice that some of the ends here are not closed curves. So if we were to take this pattern and shift it into that realm, you'll notice that because these are not closed curves on the ends, they will not generate a paver from the custom paving tool. So whether or not you draw your own paving pattern or produce it from some other software or hatch pattern, ensuring that these are closed curves will ensure that you are generating the pavers how you like. And then you can take these patterns and feed them through the software to create unique color patterns on top of the irregular pavers in order to generate a color pattern that you wish. And any which way that we stretch this or enlarge or scale this will generate pavers using these closed curves. Now let's see how this is actually plugging into the Grasshopper itself. And unlike many of the other standard paving scripts that we've seen from other mini workflows for the paving tools, we're bringing in our paving area as usual and turning that into a area in LandKit. But then we're feeding that area into the custom pattern tool, which doesn't have any controls for the dimensions because it's simply turning a closed curve into a paver. So all you need to do is feed in to the paver's input the closed curves or surfaces that you are using as pavers on your site. And then you can continue to feed that through to trim the pavers to area and the draw area pattern to produce the outputs using the color schemes that you want, or even insert in a color rule in there that you want to in order to create a specific color scheme of your liking.